We're recording.
We're recording?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I can stop getting out. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the GrandLAN video blog. It's April 30th, 2008. I'm Craig. You know me by now. It's like the fourth one. First thing we're going to talk about today. DC Universe 0. Jeff Johns, Grant Morrison. This was supposed to be Final Crisis 0, but it goes into a lot more detail of various events that happen throughout the DC Universe. Very good read, definitely very good. 8 different artists are involved. It's all over the press. New York Daily News is covering it because there's supposedly a big shocker final page. It's a big event. I don't know if it necessarily warrants New York Daily News coverage, but it's definitely worth checking out. It's only 50 cents, so you can't go wrong. Full comic, 50 cents. Definitely leads right into Final Crisis #1. Hopefully it'll help you make sense of whatever Grant Morrison's doing this year. So, from Marvel today, we have New Avengers #40. Secret Invasion, of course, is in full swing. We got a nice Skrully variant of Avengers #1 here. I say that for the people who don't know what that was an homage to. This book is pretty much all about the Skrulls, and this does have a big reveal, that's for sure. Last page shocked me. You can ask Eric if you come on in. He saw me when I turned the final page. He just walked by me, and I was just laughing maniacally because this is a great ending. It definitely has a good.
He actually cried.
Tears of ecstasy. I want to give a quick shout out to a new company called Radical Comics. They had 2 comics come out today. One is Hercules, and one is Caliber. The Hercules book is pretty much straightforward fantasy. If you liked 300, this is definitely a book for you. A lot of Roman stuff, a lot of Greek gods stuff, really, really fun. Caliber is Excalibur, the sword, except for it's kind of set in the frontier west, and Caliber is now a gun instead of a sword. Each first issue is only $1. They are really, really sharp products. They're really high quality, well done, square bound. Jim Steranko is involved. He's a legend in the comics field. Definitely worth checking these out. They're only 5-issue miniseries too. Of course, first issue is $1. The next ones, I think, according to the solicits, are about $3.99. But definitely worth your money if you like a really good art, and looks like a solid story too. Before we go, let's talk about Free Comic Book Day and the larger Free Comic Book Day weekend. No matter where you are, I'm sure you will have a store near you that has Free Comic Book Day. Plenty of good books this year. This X-Men story is brand new. It's definitely awesome. Mike Carey and Greg Land. All-Star Superman #1. If you missed out, here's your chance. Definitely check it out. Some Marvel Adventures. Iron Man, obviously, the movie breaks on Friday. Hulk is coming out this summer. Spider-Man's always a favorite. Definitely a good read. Broken Trinity. It's got a little darkness, got a little Witchblade. If you're into that sort of thing, check it out. Dresden Files is in the Dabble Brothers preview, along with a couple of Dean Koontz books. Some Transformers animated. Some Arcana Presents. Project Superpowers is a nice Devil special. This is all new material. Ties into the Project Superpowers miniseries that's going on right now. Tiny Titans #1. Eric's child loves this. In fact, that's the most ringing endorsement of a comic book I've heard in 2008. He asks for it to be read every night. It's sold out when it was published for real, and now they're just giving it away for free. Excellent story. It's a fun book. You know, you don't need the angsty Titans down here all the time. Sometimes you just need a funny little fun comic book. EC comes back with some samplers from the 1950s. Some post-code stuff, but still kind of interesting. And The Stranded, which is a collaboration between Virgin Comics and Sci-Fi. I've never been a big fan of Virgin Comics, but from what I've heard, this is definitely a good book. Mike Carey's involved, and obviously he's done some good stuff over the years.
Flip it over.
Flip it over. There's also a Dan Dare book by Garth Ennis in there. What a surprise. Virgin Comics definitely knocking it out of the park with the free book this year. That takes us back to the start of the stack. So any of those are available on Saturday, May 3rd, at your local comic store. If you live in the Grand Rapids area, in the Michigan area, anywhere near us, and you can come down to our location in downtown Grand Rapids, we have a 60-hour free comic book day weekend gaming party. It starts on Friday at noon. We're not going to close our doors until Sunday at midnight. come on in. If you like comic books, we're going to have comic book trivia. I just had a couple of guys here, and I dropped the bombshell. We're going to give away some free runs of comics, full runs of comics. We're going to give away the entire Brian Michael Bendis run on Daredevil, issue 26 to 81. People are telling me, are you crazy? Those are amazing books, and they are, and I love them, and they're very close to my heart. I'll never read them again. I got to get rid of them, and I want to give them to someone who knows their comics and is going to enjoy them and read them and cherish them. So please, if you love reading comics, you know, hey, if you're a collector, that's cool, but if you read them and you enjoy the stories and you don't care about polybags and, you know, market values and CGC, come on down. There's going to be boxes of comics just out of my collection. Great stuff that was obviously good enough for me to read the first time. And, you know, a bunch of other stuff to give away during the comic book trivia. An entire Bendis run of Daredevil, which my friends are calling me crazy. They're actually calling the loony bin. They want to get me committed after that. And one last thing before we go, I just want to say David Percola of Apparitions Comics was shot on Friday. There's been a lot of coverage in the news. iFanboy.com has a PayPal donation. We work at comic stores because we love comics. We don't do it because there's $1 million to be made. So we don't have benefits. We don't have a lot of stuff like that. It's a tough industry, but we do it because we love comics and because of what we do. You know, we love what we do and we love sharing what we love. So, you know, if you got a couple of dollars, check out our website. We got a link to the PayPal. Donate a couple of dollars for David. He's a good guy. He's a great story. Even though, you know, we're both in Grand Rapids, kind of competitors, we're all brothers in this industry together. So, thanks for watching. Hope to see you this weekend for Free Comic Book Day weekend. We'll see you next week.